So you've never played
Double Dragon.
Well, Double Dragon is a two-player co-op beat-em-up arcade game that was made in 1987 by the Japanese game developer Technos.
Makers of Renegade.
You play as Billy Lee and Jimmy Lee, and you basically wander around beating people up using a joystick and 3 buttons: punch, kick, and jump.
The only actions you need.
The game starts off with some chick hanging out on the street when a gang comes up and one guy comes and punches her in the tummy.
Oh, gut punch.
Then he throws her over his shoulder and takes her away. This is the Black Warriors gang, and their leader is Machine Gun Willie.
Machine Gun Willie.
Nearby, a garage door opens up, and out come Billy and Jimmy Lee.
The heroes.
That chick that got winded was your girlfriend Marion. Wait a second. Which one of you goes out with Marion? Well, we'll have to find that out later. So there's the motivation. Billy and Jimmy must get their girl back by beating up everyone they come across.
Just the way I like it.
To do this, these guys have quite a lot of fighting moves. There's a punch combo and a kick combo, of course. But if you're close enough to your opponent, you can use the kick button to knee them in the head.
Love kneeing them in the face.
Or the punch button to throw them over your shoulder. If you jump and push kick, you can jump kick. How about that? Also, if you push jump and kick at the same time, you do this cool looking backwards jump kick. But the killer move that everyone who's good at Double Dragon knows is that if you push jump and punch at the same time, you elbow your opponent in the face.
In the face.
This move is too good because it makes your opponent fall over straight away. So you can pretty much use it to beat up everyone in the game.
And win.
So you leave the garage and there's a couple of bad guys. Roper, the denim vest wearing dude.
Denim vest with no shirt.
And Williams, the shaggy haired singlet dude.
Shaggy hair is cool.
You'll see a lot of variations of these guys. As you beat up people down the street, you'll come to an elevator. And out of it comes out Linda Lash, the purple 80s spandex gym gear wearing bad girl with a whip.
Purple 80s spandex hottie.
If you knock her over, she will drop her whip, and then you can use it. As you carry on past the Volkswagen sign, a way bigger than average shirtless guy who looks kind of weird,
He's massive.
named Bolo, smashes through the brick wall.
Solid bricks.
He's big, but don't let the size screw you. Just beat him down. Maybe with a couple of elbows. Or maybe using the baseball bat that his little friend dropped.
Not just for sports.
As you get to the end of the street of the first stage, a boss comes out. It's a Bobo.
A Bobo.
The big black guy with the mohawk who sounds like this. And throws you over his shoulders or slaps you in the head with both of his hands.
A clap in the head.
Just beat him up with your elbow or throw some barrels at him, Donkey Kong style, in front of a suspiciously big kitty cat in the background.
Love that kitty cat.
And you will complete the first stage. From here, the screen moves over to a factory kind of setting, where some guys throw dynamite at you that hardly ever hits anyone.
Pointless dynamite.
On this level, you can knock people down holes in the factory floor, or just make them walk into the holes by themselves. You fight the same guys with different coloured clothes, and it seems like Williams has decided to wear highlighter pink today.
Hot pink is in.
As you jump up 2 levels, you come to an area with an elevator and a conveyor belt, where you beat up a bunch of bad guys until the boss comes out. This time, the boss is Jeff, a bad guy who looks a lot like you, but has a different head.
His head is different.
If you want to have a bit of fun, try knocking him onto the conveyor belt so that he falls off the screen, but make sure you don't fall off. Well, to get to stage 3, we take an elevator down to the back alley that leads to a forest area where sneaky bad guys hide in trees and pits
Sneaky.
and jump out to fight you. Watch out for their throwing knives and take on Bolo again. Now, here's where you lose your lives. It's this bridge in the forest and it has a hole in
The
it.
bridge is out.
The bridge is broken, so you have to jump across. This game is a rubbish platform,
Can't you jump?
and most people have to put more coins in the machine around here. On the other side of the bridge is another Bolo, and he likes to hit you into the water, killing you instantly. There's something in that water. I like to think it's sharks.
Radioactive shark.
As you move past a farm, you go to a cliff area where the third stage bosses are. 2 Bolos with big rocks.
2 are better than 1.
No problem. To get to stage 4, you jump down the cliff you were fighting on and land on a bridge where you fight Jeff again. and then you move over to a rocky ladder that you can climb up to the entrance of the Black Warrior gang hideout. Out of the door comes a Green Abobo.
Green Abobo.
A Green Abobo? Is he dead, or did he just Hulk out?
He's always dead.
Once you've beaten up this freak, we might as well go inside the hideout. And this gang is rich. There's a lot of gold around,
Pimp my hideout.
and there are booby traps, like Wipeout style wall blocks that randomly push you into spikes, or weird statues that hold spears that stab you in the head. You know, normal gang hideout kind of thing. Two Abobos come smashing through the walls and attack you,
Badly built walls.
so you better beat them up and then get to the red carpeted area. In this area, there's Marion, tied up and hanging in the air. And there's a whole lot of guys to beat up. Jeffs, Williams, Ropers, and after you beat up a few of them, the big boss,
Big boss.
Machine Gun Willie, comes out and shoots you with his machine gun.
Machine guns rule.
One hit kill. The title screen music plays, and it's exciting as you elbow Willie in the face. So after you beat him up and all his henchmen run away, you think the game is finished. But there's been two of you playing the game, hasn't there? And there's only one Marion. Now you get to fight to see who gets the love of Marion.
Fight to the death.
Beat up your brother and earn the love of Marion, who goes after guys who can beat up everyone else, including their own brothers.
That's my kind of girl.
She is lowered from her rope and she runs over and gives you a kiss. Words come up saying, "May you live happily forever." Thanks, game. I think I will. And the credits roll. Well, that's Double Dragon. You can play it if you can find an arcade machine. Or it was also ported to the Sega Master System, the Atari 2600, 7800 and ST, the Amiga, the Commodore 64, the Spectrum, the Amstrad, IBM PC, Sega Genesis, and the full arcade version is on Xbox Live Arcade. There were versions on the NES and the Game Boy, but they have different layouts to the arcade version. But they're still fun. The game also inspired many sequels, more arcade versions, Super Nintendo versions, you know, all the way up to a new PlayStation Network version, Double Dragon Neon, which is supposed to be a remake, but is quite a lot different to the original. This game is worth playing if you want to have a go at it, especially if you have someone to play it with. It's the great old classic, and is the reason that beat-em-ups got so big in the late 80s and early 90s. So the next time someone punches your girlfriend in the guts, you know what to do. Elbow him in the face.